All right, good morning, everybody. LED light bed. That's how we're going to begin the morning. It's about 5:30, so a little bit later. They didn't, for some reason, I guess someone was late opening the gym, so we're going to do that. And I did wear the Sauconys. I think we're going to walk on the treadmill today. Probably not going to run, but I decided to do that rather than a weight workout. I'm going to a little bit of shake up how I'm going to finish the rest of the week. But LED bed, red light therapy first. Then we're going to stretch out and walk on the treadmill for a while. Good morning. All right, back in the truck. So I did a thing. I started walking on the treadmill and started watching a show I want to talk about in just a second. But in doing so, I decided to speed up the treadmill a little bit, and then a little bit further, and then a little bit further, and ended up running very light jog at like a 10:45 pace, and finished 7 total miles. So I wondered if I was going to do that depending upon how I felt this morning after yesterday's chiropractic session, and I felt good. Nothing pulled or snagged, no pain anywhere. So I did a light jog. I am now in maintenance mode. So we'll talk later about what that means. I just wasn't sure today, how that was going to go, but it went better than I expected. So, yeah, that's what we ended up doing. We stretched before, we stretched after, and of course we had the red light therapy bed. So, let's talk about what I watched on Netflix. All right, got the phone set up. So, if you have not seen the documentary Enigma on Netflix, please do yourself a favor and watch it. Enigma is a 3-episode, is it right? 3-episode series about the NFL player Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers, this was done because of the reports over the last several years about his status on vaccinations, his, proclivities, and off-season tactics, and what he does to recoup, and the naturalistic, homeopathic ways that he attempts to rehab in the off-season. And of course, this was focused around 2023's season, where he was traded to the New York Jets, and 3 plays in tore his Achilles, and so it's him going through rehabilitation, and just an absolute masterpiece, whether you like him or whether you hate him based on what the media has portrayed him over the last couple of years now, I guess. It's a fascinating documentary into his life and his family and his upbringing, and again, his public opinion, as well as the public's opinion on him. And so I thought it was just an absolute great documentary about a human being. It has really not a whole lot to do with the NFL or sports in particular. It just takes you through his life, and things like going to Peru every year to do ceremonies with ayahuasca, finding other forms of religion rather than what he was brought up on. And the most poignant point that he makes, and I completely agree with and have some same feelings about, and I think this is the oldest child thing that we all kind of have on the surface, because our parents weren't really sure what they were doing when they had their first child, is the fact that you are conditioned almost to be a perfectionist, and a perfectionist is always on the brink of self-loathing, because when something doesn't go perfectly, we want to know why, because we've been brought up to think that we should be able to control that. And so I just think, I'm kind of rambling, but I just think this was a great documentary. It's worth watching more than once. Like, I just thought it was excellent. I like Aaron as a person. I really enjoy his thoughts on religion. And, they also go through and talk about how at one time he was dubbed to be RFK Jr.'s vice presidential pick. And so it was just, I don't know, it was a great, great documentary. And seeing his ceremonies in Peru again made me want to seek that out. So I don't know, all in all, it was just a great piece, and definitely worth your time to sit through and watch. All right, let's get back home. It's 32 degrees out. It's cold. All right, I'm back out of the shower, breaking fast this morning at about 8:30, so a little sooner than I had anticipated, but Julie and I have a few family things we're going to do this morning. So what I have here, 4 whole eggs cooked in some ghee, fried in some ghee, salt, pepper, 3 ounces, that was 3 ounces, of raw cheddar. I've eaten a little bit of that, 32 ounces of my water, and a cup of green tea. This is how we are going to break fast this morning.
So Amber's being a little bit camera shy this morning. I wanted to show off what a mess, a mess she's in. It's been a little too long since she had her last grooming.
You got her winter coat on.
We have washed her every couple weeks, but she's definitely kind of overgrown. So she doesn't know it yet, but she's going to get a haircut.
It's time to go get somebody groomed.
Than I do. Look at that sweet little overgrown face. I personally like her better when she's haired over. like something that's been in the freezer too long. I think she's the cutest, but it's time.
It's a little oily.
We gotta get them eyes out.
Yes.
So she can see.
Good morning, YouTube. We are on the way over to the hospital to visit my family member who is there. We'll probably run into Marshall and Mary briefly, and I'm excited to see them. We haven't seen them, I guess, since game night. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
But we're not going to film any of this, but that's what we're going to be spending our morning doing. And all is well. I don't want anybody to be super worried about what's going on. But we're going to go spend a little time at the hospital, and then we'll catch up with you this afternoon.
We'll see you back again soon.
How was your breakfast?
Breakfast was good. Little early for me. Usually, I just have tea. But like I said, knowing that we were going to be spending the morning doing this, I thought it's better to eat now rather than later. Just 4 eggs. So, they were good. It's nice to have eggs back in the rotation again.
Thumbnail.
Oh, look at that pretty green. Look at that pretty green.
What are you doing?
Look at the girl. Avenue. Oh, yes. It's a little chunky, I see. Hi, honey. Hi, baby. Were you good? Did you behave?
Oh, I know. We're going to go. I know. Oh, hi. Hi.
Put this on again.
I know.
Look at that face. You can see her eyes now.
I know. You can finally see her eyes. What? You look happy.
You look beautiful.
We didn't think we were going to have to go to the grocery store today.
But
it turns out we do. If you watched yesterday's vlog, the one thing we forgot to get was soup bones so I can make some more bone broth. I'm totally out. I haven't had any all year so far.
Yeah. And then you've had eggs and I've had eggs this morning, which means now we need eggs.
Now we need eggs as well. I was planning on doing a fast tomorrow because Wednesday is my fast day. But it turns out my family is going to be getting out of the hospital tomorrow and we're going to be driving them home. So I don't know that I'm going to be eating with them or whatever, but since it's going to end up being a family day with my grandma, etc., I'm going to put that fast off until Thursday.
Sure.
So we
No,
probably
totally
need to
understand.
pick up food for tomorrow too.
I think so.
Harris Teeter or Aldi's? What do you think?
No, Harris Teeter.
Harris Teeter.
That's where we know we got good beef soup
Yeah.
bones. Yeah.
We hope they have soup bones. They don't always have them in stock.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I hope they have soup bones.
Fingers crossed for us, okay? Let's go get some.
Let's go.
These are the Tillamook's we're always talking about that we love, but man, have they gotten so expensive. And we can get this same size bag at Aldi's, and they taste almost exactly the same, except maybe a little bit hotter for a whole lot less. Do you remember the exact price?
Yeah, $7.49.
Half the price, basically.
Yep.
Here we go, beef for soup bones.
Yep.
$3. And I can probably make bone broth twice out of that.
Out of this one?
Yeah, for $3. This is the beef broth that I'm getting to make my bone broth. It really helps with flavoring. The reason we're choosing this one's $3.50 for this bottle. I always look for one that does not have sugar in the ingredients. I don't love some of these ingredients, but I look for 0 sugar. That's super, super important. I don't want any caramelized sugar or anything like that. And I look for the one that has the fewest vegetables possible. I really just want to have stock that has like herbs or spices in it. Unfortunately, this one does have some garlic and onion powder, but that's fine. This is the best of the options that I have here today. I just saw that article in the paper at the hospital about how the price of eggs is going up again. Because there are a lot of eggs in our house. This is a 30 count for $5.99. We are definitely not egg snobs, but
No.
we're getting 2, so that's 60. Over here, in a completely different freezer, the same eggs, same brand and everything is $6.99. So I'm really hoping we get the $5.99 price. Grocery haul complete.
You got a lot.
Okay, we're home. I am going to roast these bones for an hour at 525 on the broil setting. Then put them in boiling water with the beef stock, completely cover them with water. And after they come to a boil, simmer them for 24 hours. Super easy.
So sad.
Abra's not impressed if she's not the star of the movie.
This is so cool, watching their video and getting to see some of their friends. Hello, Lyle. Hello, I Heart Disney. And I got Abra in my lap right here. She's mad if she's not the star.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are out at the hottest part of the day. And I don't know if you can hear the wind, but it's not so hot. It's 46. We're going to take Abs for a little walk. We just finished a premiere with our friends, the Adventure Leighs. We watched their video where we spent the weekend together at Disney in Orlando. Such a great time. Such great folks. If you've not discovered them yet, do yourself a favor. Find their channel. They put out really nice content, especially if you're a fan of Disney.
It's like a sign. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, please throw this one more time for me, ma'am. Please, ma'am. Who's cutie good girl? Who's cutie good girl, huh? Oh, so cute. Oh, so cute. Huh?
Hey guys, it's about 7 o'clock.
Yes.
Not been an exciting day, I know. We're just daily vlogging, and some days are Tuesdays.
Some days are Tuesdays. Yeah, it was an uneventful evening. You went out, saw family. I stayed in, visited with my mom, and that was really it. You saw what we had for dinner, and
It's really good dinner. You made
it was
the taco
good.
meat's great.
Yeah.
Seriously, just a pound of ground beef, a packet. We used the Siete brand, taco seasoning, sour cream, and shredded cheese.
Yeah, the mild. We used the mild,
That's our chili, and it's so good.
and I think three tablespoons of butter. I don't know. We had a lot of butter.
Well, the ground beef we used was 90-10, so
Yeah,
or
that's what was
93-7. I don't know. It was
on
one of
sale
those
today, yeah.
ones that's super lean, and we don't
Yeah.
like that. So packed it full of butter. It was delicious.
good.
You did an awesome job. Michael
was
cooked
good.
it. He did a
Thank
great job.
It was
Very
really
oily.
good.
That's how I like it.
Me too. It felt like I had chapstick on once I finished eating it. That's the way I want it.
It's one of our favorite meals, and I'm sure it's going to get redundant, but we eat it quite often.
We do.
It's a whole lot
It's
easier to make
easy.
in burgers too.
You can make it in the morning. Just let it simmer. It gets more flavor the longer it simmers, and then when you're ready to eat it,
It's
we
even
turn it up to
better
high for like 2
You
minutes.
put it in the
and-
fridge overnight and then reheat it.
That's true. That is absolutely true.
We're not reinventing the wheel. We're just here in support of World Carnivore
Yeah.
Month to show you
It's
how
just
we
our
do
little
it.
version.
It's not to say it's the right way to do it. It's just how we do it, and some days are Tuesdays.
That's right.
Tomorrow is going to be a big time family day,
Yes.
probably. It looks
Yeah,
like
yes.
my family member is going to be discharged out of the hospital tomorrow, so we're going to, if that is a green light and we do get to go home, we're going to be driving him back to the town where I'm from, so it'll be mostly a family day and probably not a lot of vlogging from us. We will vlog our food, for sure,
Yes.
and some little
And you'll
highlights
see me
throughout
in the
the
morning,
day. Yeah,
for sure.
maybe check in a little bit, but it's not going to be one of our most interesting days because we would much rather spend tomorrow focusing on family.
That's right.
But
That's right.
we will be back every single day in the month of January to celebrate World Carnivore Month because it is my favorite month out of the year as far as YouTube content. So good night, guys. We'll see you another day.
Have a good evening.
I got to finish editing this vlog, and we really want to finish this Lore Lodge that we've
I
been
know.
trying to watch for like
3
3 days.
days.
We
Yeah.
can't seem to get through it.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. We just keep getting interrupted. Good night.
Good night.